be in every file for all the franchise holders. I don't want to make this hard to undo. So I agree. Let's just leave it as is. I think there's plenty of safeguards in place with the franchise agreements, and it's very simple to just list the 3 routes on a single sheet of paper, and that's it.
Any further? Is there a motion? We can.
I would move to strike this from our agenda.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made to strike from the agenda and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I'll abstain.
3.
Motion fails.
Okay. Thank you.
Unless you vote in the affirmative, I suppose.
Okay. No. Number 10 is limos.
I would move to postpone this discussion until our next meeting.
Second.
Made and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carried. Or is there any opposed? Okay. Number 11, standards postponed. Number 12 brings us to agenda setting. Mr. Weaver.
Maybe slightly out of order, but you had a resolution written. If you
Yes. Move to discuss the resolution
Second.
for
You
moratorium.
worked so hard on it.
Okay. Made and seconded. Floor is open for discussion.
May Mr. Weaver read his resolution so we know what we're discussing?
It's been council's procedure to read it and then pass it afterward. So I think appropriately you would need to make a motion to read it for discussion purposes. And then I'll be glad to read it to you if I can make out my scribbles.
Move to read the resolution for moratorium on monthly rentals
Weekly.
for discussion, or weekly rentals.
Okay. Did we suspend the rules on the other, on number 9, where this resolution moratorium was brought into question? Did we suspend the rules and agree to add this to
No, you
the agenda?
you have not yet.
So we need to do that then.
Yes.
I move to postpone this issue until the next meeting.
Okay. My understanding was that we didn't add anything new until the next meeting. Was that
Right.
not agreed upon?
It was.
Mr. Weaver?
That is unless they suspend the rules and amend their agenda at this point.
There's an outbound suspension.
And that would take a roll call vote.
Okay. Mr. DeVito?
Well, if we move to postpone it, then we just as well throw it away because it's not achieving the purpose that we set out to do. I would move to amend the agenda to include reading of the resolution calling for a moratorium on weekly rentals.
Second.
Okay, we still have to suspend the rules to do this.
That's why I said
Okay, I
suspend
didn't
the
hear that
rules.
part. I'm sorry. Okay. Made and seconded. Any further discussion on it? Mr. Berry?
The whole purpose of this was because the issue of people running in and getting business licenses to avoid having to get a conditional use permit. So I think the time is of the essence, and it's important to be able to do this. It's not going to hurt anyone that already has a business license for this, but it's something that's going to help us and protect the neighborhoods, which is what originally this was all about. So
we can voice vote this? It's
No.
Suspend.
Okay.
Suspending the rules.
Suspend the rules. Okay.
So that would be number 16. Mr. Berry,
yes.
Ms. Ballance,
No.
Ms. Lindblad,
Yes.
Mr. DeVito,
Yes.
3-1.
I'd have to go with 3. Yeah. Yes.
4-1. So it's now added to the agenda, correct?
Yes.
So now we have a motion to read the resolution for discussion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second?
He was the second previously
Okay,
as well.
okay. Mr. Weaver, do you have it?
You need to get them to vote
Correct.
to read.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed?
No.
Okay. 3-1. Yes.
Do you want to give it a number?
Six 602.
Resolution 602, a resolution establishing a moratorium on the issuance of business license under the line item 199, all services and businesses not otherwise listed. Whereas the City Council of the City of Eureka Springs, Arkansas is in the process of reviewing weekly rentals and other short-term rentals, now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of Eureka Springs, Arkansas, that the city clerk is hereby directed to not issue any line item 199 business license for a period of 90 days under section 4.36.04 of the Eureka Springs Municipal Code.
Anything else?
Do we now need a motion to approve? Move to approve Resolution 602.
Second.
Made and seconded. Ms. Ballance?
So effectively, we will not allow any kind of a 199 business license for 90 days. For 90 days, nobody can get a 199 business license. That may cut out things that we had not anticipated, so there's no way I can get behind this.
Ms. Clerk? Madam Clerk?
They're very, very rare. We've been trying our best to find appropriate places so there isn't the catch-all, and it's very rare. So I just want to mention that.
Need to vote? Any further discussion? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
Okay. 3-1, yes.
Actually, you probably should do that roll
Roll
call
call? Okay.
because you're approving. Final approval.
Okey doke.
Ms. Lindblad?
No. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I'm in favor. Sorry.
Ms. Ballance?
No.
Mr. DeVito?
Yes.
Mr. Berry?
Yes.
The same 3-1.
Come on, yes. Okay, that brings us to agenda setting. That was number 13 on new, and that's all we have. Agenda setting, motion to discuss.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. If we go back and look how many we postponed, we're going to have a really full agenda next time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 without any being added now. And those are split between new and unfinished. Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to add to the agenda a discussion of asking the Planning Commission to do research on structures that are encroaching on public property for the purpose of perhaps getting all of those into long-term leases, where instead of giving away our vacating our properties or giving them away, so forth, that because if we're planning to let all these properties go because people have encroached on them, and then actually that will encourage people to encroach on those properties so that they can get them by having them vacated, and then that makes their property worth a little more property, a little more money, and they can sell it at a profit. Maybe we need to be looking at the structures that are encroaching on public properties and bring those people under long-term leases. So instead of vacating our property, we're actually bringing in revenue on the property that we own year after year. Instead of getting rid of that, we could be bringing in revenue year after year instead of just vacating property until we don't have any property left. So I'm interested in adding a discussion of having the Planning Commission research permanent structures that are encroaching on public property in the interest of obtaining long-term leases with these
I
properties.
will second that.
Okay. Made seconded on the agenda. Anything else? Mr. Berry.
I'd like to have on the agenda, put back on the agenda, the establishment of a deer hunt regarding schedules and regulations.
Second.
Okay. Made and seconded. It's on the agenda. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
And I believe also, and I don't remember, I just have the note here that Ms. Blankenship wanted something about the definitions of B&Bs.
I thought she gave us
That,
that. Didn't she give us a sheet with that?
how was that?
That is what she wanted on the agenda.
Okay, to be brought before the code definition? I'm not sure what she,
She said that she had sent recommendations and was
Okay.
hoping that you would add it to the agenda. Recommendation for the definition of a B&B.
we had one. Okay, anyway, I'll put that on the agenda.
Second.
Made and seconded on the agenda. Anything else? Nothing else. We'll move on to council comments. Ms. Lindblad?
I have nothing tonight.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Berry?
Nothing.
Mr. DeVito?
No comment?
Ms. Ballas?
Yes. One of our colleagues is not with us tonight. Mr. Pownall has been undergoing some very trying times recently, and I just want him and his wife and his family to know that he's in our thoughts, and we certainly do miss his learned input and his research and his comments, and I hope he's able to join us very swiftly again and that everything goes well for him and his family.
Is that it? Okay, thank you. I'd like to wish Mr. Raphael a quick recovery for his infirmities. Apparently he called and said he had some walking issues, let's put it that way. So, get well. I'm still kind of up in the air about what we explain to these deer hunters and the property owners that allowed this to happen. The best we can tell them is the council is reconsidering some issues, and it'll be up to them to make the final decision. That's all I can say. And we'll try to make that point across. Did we have any? Yeah, we did. July the 24th is the blood drive at the high school. August the 2nd and 3rd is the group art show. August the 3rd through the 5th is Diversity Weekend. August 3rd through the 4th, 3rd and 4th, yards and yards of sales. August the 10th through the 12th, Eureka Springs Multi-Sport Festival, Eurekan. August the 11th is the second Saturday gallery stroll. If there's anything else from the council, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Guess not.